Oke, welcome back guys with me again. Hari ini kita kedatangan update terbaru, yaitu tentang ya ini Sangonomiya Kokomi. Ya, di sini ada quest story tentang Sangonomiya Kokomi. Sangono. Wah, pokoknya itulah. Terus ada coba karakter, ada Sangonomiya, terus Rosaria, Beidou sama Shinshu. Oke, langsung saja kita ke quest story-nya Sangonomiya tentang Dracaena Somnolenta. Kok namanya aneh-aneh? Seperti itu ya. Kalau di Genshin Impact mungkin itu kayak nama rasi bintang atau gimana ya? Kata juga sih. Oke, sambil tak cek dulu hasilnya.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler.
Ya.
I'm learning more about you all the time. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Oke. Bentar guys.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Oke. Masuk. Oke ya, kita lanjut pergi ke lokasi yang sepakati mungkin ya, maksudnya disepakati di Watatsu. Oke, ini dia.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her.
Nah, disepakati tadi ya. Mungkin tipu programmernya. Harusnya di sini tempat yang dijanjikan yang dikatakan Kokomi.
Do you still remember this place?
No?
Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island.
Really?
That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
Oke. Jadi kita akan memulai quest story-nya tentang
If the enemy
Sangonomiya
outnumbers you,
Kokomi.
seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them.
Yep.
Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams, one to draw their attention and the other to circle around behind enemy Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt
Pengguna
there's
bow
time.
dengan
Based on their movements,
vision
they'd likely be gone before our troops
view.
arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and
vision
avoid
view
making the
ini.
first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Dan di saat
Her
inilah
Excellency's
waktunya
directives also state
kita
help may
muncul.
arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Supplication.
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
As always,
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
adalah untuk membantu kalian.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time.
Ya.
Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams.
Itulah gunanya saya
Can
kesini.
we ask you to keep them occupied?
Yep.
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Yep.
Good. There's
Okay.
not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
Yep. Oke. Oh, belum mulai ya. Ke sana. Ada batu itu. Halo.
With sword comes shadow. Incoming.
Belum masang. Anjir lah. Allah ya Karim.
Take flight.
Bukan kali.
Sakura swirl.
Allah orang ini.
Nowhere to hide.
Nah, bisa diputer. Astaga.
Solidify!
Ya. Udah sini.
Speed of light.
Oh, yang api goblok. Ngapain di air?
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire!
Ya.
An arson attack! Curse them! They leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make them regret it!
Body and mind, let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Tambah. Tambah nangkring.
Order guide you.
Get to the chase.
Nangkring di tiang. Freeze.
Whirling snow. Coming to art. Somnolenta. Don't blink. Hey.
Bergerak dulu. Diam. Stay grounded. Oke.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's
You're welcome.
that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most.
Jadi di
Still,
sini ceritanya
we're
Kokomi
fortunate
itu
to have
ahli
them.
strategi gitu ya.
They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population
Udah,
return to
soalnya
normal life.
konfliknya udah selesai ya sama
About half of us are
Shogun
still
Rider
organized
gitu.
into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming.
Ya sekarang mungkin
Of
musuhnya
course,
cuma
not
bandit,
everyone's happy about it.
perompak.
The other day, an old buddy of
Laut
mine
gitu.
was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
Iya.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her, Guru?
Oh, diundang
I believe Her
untuk
Excellency is
pesta
currently
kemenangan.
at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers.
Kondisi para prajurit
I'm
sepeda.
sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it.
Galau.
I would say,
Ada prajurit galau
They used
gitu.
to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Hyma was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Oke, ini baru dimulai chapter Dracaena Somnolenta bagian 1. Nih, kalau gini udah resmi dimulai guys artinya. Nah ini belum diambil. Jepret. Wow, that's beautiful. Oke, Angel. What's going on? How's your day?
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too?
Yep.
Oh,
The one
it is
and only.
you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish
Dang me.
too, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
Aku dengar banyak orang galau. Akhir-akhir ini.
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will
Jadi
improve,
masih ada
but
trauma-trauma peperangan.
it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Okay. This one, it's good. Let's talk to another people. Arizawa.
Peace at last.
Pakai Z
Living
bisa.
the dream.
Perdamaian yang paling sip dah.
Don't I know you?
Kayaknya aku kan.
I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's
Aku
army.
dengar baru-baru ini
So,
banyak
you need
yang
something?
galau gitu.
Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything.
Ansel.
Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze.
Ya.
Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Yep.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone.
Oke. lanjut. Bah. Ikat sini harusnya.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission.
Oh, masih itu.
I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real?
Si curiga.
You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together
Saya
firsthand.
nggak percaya.
I knew it.
Emang.
The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks.
Biar nggak
Will
lengah
that
gitu.
change? Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back.
Oh ini pasukan kita guys. Aku kesini untuk ikut pesta kemenangan dengan kalian. Bagaimana bang? Ada yang perlu dilakukan?
Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there.
Some hush
If they
hush.
aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
Aduh, mau saya. Oke. Ya. See you.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi
Ngagulah.
Island.
Kamu diam-diam mengirim barang dari Pulau Watatsumi ke pihak Tenryo Commission kan?
I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here.
Tenryo
So,
Commission
what do you
bersembunyi
have
di
to
sini.
say for
Itu
yourself, huh?
mencurigakan. Cepat beri kami penjelasan.
I'm innocent.
Aku gak ngerti aku. Gak ngerti.
Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You
Cengkal
never should
ya.
have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do
Kami
business
harusnya
here.
tidak pernah menjadi kamu menginjak kaki di sini. Apalagi sampai berdagang segala.
Take him away.
Bawa ya. Ayo, woi, woi, woi.
Wait!
Wait.
Kokomi! There you are!
Nah,
Something's going down over here! You should take a look, pronto!
oke.
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe...
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In
Inhale.
and
Exhale.
out. Better?
Better. Oke.
Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself.
Dengerin dulu.
If
makanya.
he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions.
Yep.
Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you?
Di jalan waktu sini kami bertemu Fatui.
So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryo Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be... But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing.
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I bet that's where the...
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Matsuda Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good.
Your
Now,
Excellency.
Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2. Would you join me in the investigation?
Ya, tentu saja.
Good. I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately.
Your
I also have a few
Excellency
new
itu sama
things to
dengan
teach you.
Your Majesty.
Alright.
Nggak sama ya.
Follow me.
Your Highness.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent.
Lihat mana nih?
Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Atau campur. Kalian atau. Ya DP lah. Oke, sekarang kita tinggal loncat ke sana. Ternyata masih enggak ada kening. Kita ada kening. Wah, iya. Wush, balik mana konflik?
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemies in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
Anjir, kenapa yang ada di pikiran sang ahli strategi kita?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option? Alright, we'll draw them out first to minimize damage to the camp itself. I haven't had much chance to fight alongside you in the past. I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up with your pace. Still, not to worry. Even if I can't claim to be a warrior myself, I'm no stranger to the battle. Okay, let's clear out the camp and find out what they... Uphill battle!
Incoming!
Their movements have become rigid and sluggish. We make a good team.
This is order.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Let's move. We've only just begun. Gather! You can't run!
Witness the power of the rock. Sakura swirl!
Have a load of it.
No, my sword!
Rest and rebuild!
Cook this through.
Excellent work.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh? Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory...
All right, time to... So these are the Fatui food supplies? Hey, look! Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is way too dangerous! We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it. Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we?
Don't worry. I had already foreseen in my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. If he had taken the time to read the decree, unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against—
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Sayurnya udah busuk. Ada yang bisa diambil nih. Nah, it's mine. It's mine, it's mine. It's mine now, it's mine. It's mine. Everything. Ya. Udah susah-susah bercocok tanam ya. Sekalinya jadi diambilin gitu ya. Dan udah berkontribusi bagi saya. It's mine, it's also mine, and yeah, thank you for all of this. Hey, it's mine too. Ini kalau nggak salah lavender melon ini kayak terong gitu maksudnya. Semacam jenis terong. Oh,
Don't play!
jatuh. Wup, siap. Kita balik ke pedagang tadi ini. Karena buahnya nggak ada yang ikut, cuma kita doang yang gelutnya. Tadi malah disuruh investigasi, malah diem di sini.
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, But this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your—
Wait a minute. But...
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk? Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine.
Okay. Sounds good. Jalan. Udah nyampe. Oh, udah.
You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared.
Yeah, that's true.
If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Oh, Your Excellency?
Your
well,
Excellency.
I'll be fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and...
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Anjir,
Your
sabar,
Excellency. Boy,
chill out,
am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this
Sabar,
the captain
sabar,
of Swordfish
sabar.
too? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time.
Yep. Bangal lu.
Are you alright? Me too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are.
Ada lagi.
There's been a situation.
Ya,
We're still
tulis
waiting on
di
the
email
delivery
ntar
of
ya.
a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to...
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to amaze us here. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies
Harus
have arrived
sekarang.
safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to...
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
Yes.
That's the name of the game. It'll be some Watatsumi Island special.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
Oke, so kita ngapain setelah ini? Rahasia dinyatung. Oh, nunggu. Jam 10 sampai jam 12 esok hari. Jadi kita putar waktu 1 hari ya. Oke, kita akan melakukan sihir, guys. Shoot. 10. Oke. Jurus pengendalian waktu. Percepat 10 jam. Anjir. Bisa gitu. Jadi ada orang gitu ya, kuat berdiri di tengah jalan gini 10 jam gitu. Udah nih. Oke.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Oh, tinggal lurus doang ya. Oke. Sejak kita nggak pernah jalan, sejak kita terlalu sering menggunakan telepon ya, sampai don't give a fuck with jalan-jalan setapak gini. Oke, kita nikmati juga. Tadi kan ada potret ya. Udahlah aja. Ya, jadi itu bisa masuk ke galeri gitu. Potret tentang pemandangan. Oke, untuk sini, ke atas ini. Kalau ini nyandung-nyandungin kalau kayak gini, jangannya. Udah sampai. Oke. Ding dong.
Kokomi isn't here yet.
Masih ada.
That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things.
Itu beberapa saat.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could... Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Diculik.
Are you looking for Her Excellency?
Yeah.
I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
Okay.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, Direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage.
Spesifik banget
The
gitu
footnote
ya.
stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's...
Ahli strategi apa? Seorang seorang maniak perfeksionis gitu ya. Mana? Selatan. Oh ya, selatan. Terlalu detail ya, tapi ya daripada kita muter-muter gak jelas. Langsung itu dia boing. Hop shop ya, hop shop. Oh, ini apaan sih ini? Ini seperti koral gitu ya, begitu. Oke, ke pohon ungu. Daun ungu. Terus ngapain?
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive?
Yep.
It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Jalur masuk. Right. Ada tempat rahasia di sini. Wow. Persembunyian ternyata. Gila bisa gitu ya. Jadi intinya arahkan ke tempat kerja saya gitu ya.
So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory.
Tidur orangnya malah.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
Ngantuk.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
Tabib, ya tabib.
No. It's nothing like that.
Ini kayaknya siluman ini kokom guys. Jadi setiap tanggal berapa gitu dia akan mulai hibernasi berapa hari mungkin.
You run on energy?
Jangan kamu robot kayak ya kan ya, sama pikirannya. Siluman robot gitu ya.
It's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it.
Tapi aku tidak bisa terus menjadi orang serba mampu seperti biasanya. Jadi ini
infinitely capable person I present myself as. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful. Just from being
kita harus membuat orang merasa senang dengan keberadaan kita, tapi juga tetap harus menjaga agar kita dihormati. Aku tidak tahu ahli dalam hal ini. Sejujurnya aku sendiri tidak ingin diperlakukan seperti itu. Tapi karena garis keturunan, cepat atau lambat aku pasti akan menjabat sebagai pendeta suci Pulau Watatsumi. Suka atau tidak pasti tetap akan terjadi. Ini kayaknya keterpaksaan guys. Terpaksa karena dia adalah keturunan dari ya pokoknya pendeta suci Pulau Watatsumi. Jadi setiap kali aku merasa lelah, aku datang ke sini untuk membaca buku dan menenangkan diriku. Ini tempat persembunyiannya. Makanya kalau ada orang penting dan dia tidak diketahui keberadaannya, langsung harus diarahkan ke sini. Persiapkan untuk persembunyian sudah aku usahakan pada malam. Aku harus berlaku nanti malam dan aku tidak boleh membuat prajurit merasa ada sesuatu yang salah. Pada kita menangkan dengan susah payah. Aku mau mereka semua merasa tenang. Ya.
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work.
Ngantuk, ininya ngantuk, tidur gitu. Nanti aku bisa mencoba, pasti akan pulih. Oke, kita akan disuruh, aku mencoba. Kita akan disuruh untuk mencari buku di sini.
I was reading a book last time I was here, but
tapi baru sampai setengah.
I only thought about.
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
Kamu mau membantuku? Terima kasih.
For me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Anjir suaranya ya. Kayak gitu. the hell with that voice? I'm glad to see you. You know what that's island.
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with these Sangonomiya events cash flow statement? Consolidated annual report on... This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the...
Bahkan di waktu istirahatnya pun dia masih membaca untuk memulihkan energinya. Siang hari ini aku mau bla 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 bla, bisa dibaca sendiri ya guys, jadi pause aja kalau mau. Bla sekali energi. Oh. Bentar. Di sini ada energi min 4, energi min 3, energi min 2, energi plus 2. Ya di sini kita nah ini kayaknya ada suatu trik ini. Siang hari masih mulai perwakilan, nanti ini hal-hal yang negatif masih banyak harus diselesaikan. Oke. Nah, ini menurut petugasku. Ada banyak sekali energi. Hari ini kita mendengar kabar tentang pembicaraan perdamaian energi. Jadi sesuatu yang negatif akan malah mengurangi energinya mungkin. Ada what the hell? Oh ya, ini. Ada yang mendapat kabar paten bla 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 komisi energi main. Hanya fish 2 kembali. Kami semua tidak bilang soal TP dan semua orang mengorbankan nyawanya saat perang. Dikasih keterangan energi plus energi min gitu ya. Wow, catatan rahasia.
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy plus 4. That's just
Bayi mau buka-buka bukan aku.
Here. Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
Ya tadi barusan itu buku hariannya gitu ya. Wait, what? Oke, lanjut. Bukunya yang mana nih?
It's gotta be this one, right?
Yep, maybe.
Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one. So, it's pretty dense. Well, let's take it over and read it.
Tapi ini menarik ini. Jadi dia menilai suatu event dan memberikan penilaian sebagai energi plus atau energi min. Jadi sesuatu yang menyenangkan atau sesuatu yang tidak menyenangkan, mungkin seperti itu.
I'm not sure actually.
Bereaksi sesuatu dan situasi menyerang di mana musuh lemah muncul di mana musuh buta. Orang kesukaan Kokomi.
Kokomi?
Wes tidur dia.
Oh no, she's fallen asleep.
Ya udah biarin.
The victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do. You sure that? She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Did you see?
ASMR guys. ASMR.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it. I haven't slept that peacefully in so
Jadi yang pasti sudah memulihkan 3 energi itu.
That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the Thank you.
Oke, jadi dia
We better get ourselves over there.
seperti punya
It's nearly time to light
imaginary
bonfire.
energi bar gitu mungkin ya.
Full energy. Good dad.
Jadi mungkin bisa dikatakan moodnya kali ya. Jadi kalau ada event atau sesuatu hal yang negatif yang tidak menyenangkan, energinya akan berkurang, moodnya akan berkurang. Lalu kalau sesuatu hal positif, maka moodnya akan bertambah, atau kata lain energinya bertambah. Mungkin seperti itu. Menarik. Mungkin bisa kita contoh atau kalian contoh atau semua orang contoh. Semua orang contoh. Jadi memperjelas apa ya? Jadi memberi nilai, memperjelas situasi yang kita alami gitu. Oke, lanjut kita ke apa ini? Kirain di dalam ruangan, ternyata di outdoor ya, api unggun. Wow.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Kira-kira butuh berapa energi itu masih cukup? Tenang, masih banyak kok. Tenang aja, kalian berdua energi jadi lebih cepat pulih. Gitu ya, kayak baterai gitu. Dicas dulu. Menurut kalian jika kokom
Welcome everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our
aku langsung
victory.
berpikir tentang jika dia smartphone, kira-kira cara mengisi energinya gimana ya? Ya itu bisa kalian pikirkan sendiri.
But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory.
Udah, gitu doang. Oke,
Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smooth. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. I still have no further leads regarding the issue of, and I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask him.
Oke, kita bisa tanya ke siapa dulu nih? Hirai. Hey, oh, what's up?
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally... During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had... When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but we'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to... I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here!
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Aku hanya menerima ya barang jadi ya.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight.
Okay, well.
Oke, kita dapat ikan harusnya ya. Nggak dapat. Ah, tai. Cuma ngomong doang sih orangnya. Kabasawa. Yo,
hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumor. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feel. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't... Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may...
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's doing.
Okay. That guy over there. Ini Sagonomiya. Sagonomiya ngapain kamu di sini? Boleh bicara?
Found anything out?
No. Ya, no. Poof. Yeah.
This guy smells of booze.
Oh, ini.
Wait, don't tell me. captain of Swordfish too, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a...
Is that so? All anyone talk. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the resist? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy.
Susah bicara
Tell him to
seperti
just have a...
Oh ya, ini mabuk.
What do you think?
Tentu tadi tidak akan kalah pria.
We'll see about that.
Kita gelut dulu guys. Sini lo. Apa ini? Apa ini? Oh. Ayo. Jangan terlalu lemah lo. Wah. Drop. Josh.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you.
Oh, jelas.
You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryo
What? Lord Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us... What the heck are you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryo.
Yes, that's exactly...
Anjir. Itu yang malah
Everyone's been
kami
drawn in
harapkan.
by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put faith in ourselves.
Sama pasukannya sendiri.
Surely you agree with that.
His point does kind of make sense. But
Intinya kamu hanya ingin terus bertarung kan?
yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation. What? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's...
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand?
Memangnya kamu tahu apa?
For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when... Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want.
Too late?
Too late.
Darn. Doesn't seem... What are we gonna do? This is really serious.
Oke, kita laporan dulu guys. Goblok. Coba. Goblok. Hey, wait, what? Wait. Mushang. Sniper Mushang. Eh, kabur dia. Oke, dapat bang. Oke, lanjut. Sorry guys, ke distract ya. Anjir. Puff.
The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui? They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived... I think I understand what Kozen means when he says it's... The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is... I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to...
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to...
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards and we'd be in danger. Not to mention, we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard...
Sounds like a really tricky situation.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, let's meet here again.
Oke, lanjut. Sekarang kita ke nunggu sampai jam 10 lagi. Oke, bentar ya. Udah 1 jam nih. Kemana sih? Oke lah, kita langsung aja pakai skill mengubah kecepatan waktu. Shit. Gak bisa ya? Ya udahlah. Sini dulu. Oke, kita udah berdiri di sini selama 3 jam. Kalau nggak 4 jam tadi. Udah. Oh, keesokan harinya. Jadi kita tambahin lagi. Kita akan berdiri di sini selama 1 hari penuh. Ya. Kayak itu ya. Do nothing. Whatever. Oke, jadi ada 6 menit sisa. Kira-kira ngapain? Ambil kotak itu dulu. Kotak. Nah, udah 6 menit. Anjir, cepet amat 6 menit. Oke, cuma syarat doang guys. Untuk killing the time. Oke. Ngantuk ay. Foto ya aku bisa ngantuk.
How do you feel? Prepared?
Yes.
Here.
Apa?
These are some directives I wrote last night.
Mata nih udah nyusun strategi tadi malam.
But I thought about it carefully and
187 kemungkinan situasi yang ada terjadi. Kamu Dokter Strange apa gimana? 187 kemungkinan.
This way, you will be able to adapt with speed. No,
whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hot. Wow. There are so many. But you've thought of a solution to each.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, excellent. Okay.
Okay. Right. 2000 mata nih jatuh nih. Oke. Anjir. Jauh ya. Harus lompat lah kalau jauh. 2000 meter 2 kilo loh. Aduh, kok malah kayak kokomi saya, ngantuk kan, malah ngantuk. Lompat, hup. Dung 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 dung. Pergi ke lokasi pembicaraan damai berlangsung. Jadi ini tempatnya mungkin seperti apa? Hanya agak dirahasiakan. Wow, sudah ada meja di tengah-tengahnya. Kita kasih elemen kejutan guys di sini. Yup. Wah, surprise motherfucker. Central Commission dan perwakilannya Kujusara.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
Matane terus mbok kira aku disini untuk jadi saksi anjing.
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable...
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsu. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to...
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your water. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island... Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Aku gak paham asli.
Let's leave that aside
Bicara
for
aja
now,
sendiri.
then.
Aku gak paham.
On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Wah, ini mulai ribut.
Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them. Protect Madam Kujo.
Nah, itu catatannya dibaca dulu.
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
Malah nunggu campur. Jelas no.
Kokomi, what scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. Situation has changed. Please stand by. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns. But I will deal with the situation. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Anjir. Apa yang terjadi? Bisa gitu. Baru tahu ada ekspresi selain nggak kedip gitu.
Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion, as
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war again. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
but we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island...
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequence. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge.
Ada buah
They
perempuan
want
itu
to
kak.
keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I
Anak
will
oh
hunt them
perempuan
down.
itu tadi
Every
Signora
last
mungkin. Ya.
one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace.
But of course, Madam Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to... For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at the...
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until...
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Anjir. Tegas ya. Oke, kita akan bicarakan lagi nanti. Diam. Shit. Oke, kita balik lagi ke Watatsumi, guys. Mana? Oh, ini. Lompat. Ya, push. Cannonball. Wow. Kelihatan tuh. But it's okay.
Your Excellency,
Kato.
you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means...
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the... During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was that you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of... I understand, I do. And the fault is not your... It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will. But...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare...
Apa ayo? Apa ayo? Hukumannya apa ayo? Terot.
That as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be a...
Your Excellency, what...
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but it is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace. But we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination.
Okay.
And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll
Ini geser. Lu geser.
I think that's finally everything.
Oke, energinya udah min berapa itu?
I can feel my energy level starting to drop.
Belum lagi di markas rahasia untuk istirahat ya. Anjir lah. Oke, di mana markas rahasiamu? Anjir, udah sangat gampang banget ya teman. Wop, ke bawah nih. Mana sih? Nggak kelihatan. Di mana? Allah, udahlah.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time.
Kamu sudah melakukan pekerjaan yang baik.
Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, but I realize now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of... I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the... In short, I still got some maturing to do.
Bisakah kamu tinggal di Pulau Tsumi untuk menemani lebih lama lagi? Oke. Jika karakter utama kita laki-laki, wow, sangat sweet ya kayaknya. Aduh, udah. Jadi itu guys, storyline tentang Sangonomiya Kokomi. Oke. Terima kasih bagi kalian sudah menonton. Dan kita akan ketemu lagi di quest story selanjutnya ya. Tentang siapa? Saya juga nggak tahu.